What did it mean to you guys?
Yeah, I mean it's something that we can kind of take from this. It's a tough situation with everything going on with Colorado State. Obviously they're struggling a little bit with that whole coaching situation, but these are still tough. It's a rough kind of environment. Kind of deflated arena. But that it just shows a lot about us and how our approach in practice to still get better. And a kind of night like this happens where we can maybe get some of these other guys in the game with 9 minutes left, says a lot about how we're continuing to focus in and continue to get better, because, I mean, no game is given, and to be able to come out and play like we did, it says a lot.
First time since December, I think, where you've won back-to-back games by at least 10 points. First time all season where you've won 2 in a row by at least like 24. I mean, what's this 2 game stretch? I know the opponent has something to do with it, but just these last 2 games to play as well as you guys have.
Yeah, I mean, we want to keep our focus. We don't want to let all the other noise about what's happening, on the other end or whatever, or looking ahead too far, or whatever that may be. We want to just kind of stay in the moment, because we can still do something really special with this team, and we haven't lost our excitement. We haven't lost our effort with our preparation, things like that. So we're focused still, and we're going to take everyone like they are and play our hearts out.
You guys, got off to a little bit of a slow start. I think you're down, 8-2 or something. Coach got the tee, and then ever since then, you guys kind of just took over. What was kind of with the start, and then what'd you think of the tee there and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, some funky things happened there. I think Nixon got fouled on a 3. Great free throw shooter. He knocked those down with the tee. Kind of a weird start, but we just huddled up and just talked about just play through it, continue to play our way, and we didn't let that kind of rattle us, and we just stayed together there.
I don't know if you realize it or not, but after they got 2 quick buckets to start the second half, you guys held them without a point for like 9 minutes.
Wow.
Their 20-0 run, you guys kind of went from up 20 to up 40 basically. What was it, kind of the dagger there early in the second half?
Yeah, I mean that's good to see, especially for us, because we know what we can do offensively, but to see, kind of our defensive effort, and especially rebounding there, our big guys were animals on the glass, and, Carvacho is a beast. He had a 20-20 game earlier. He's averaging 12.5 boards in conference. So, like I said, just to be able to do this at kind of the time where it is and everything going on says a lot, and we were able to lock in there defensively.
And for you, I mean, 27 points, and there was another dozen NBA scouts here tonight. I know we've asked you about it before, but do you have any kind of sense of that, or do you realize at this point in the season that there are kind of more eyes focusing in on you, and with the 3-pointers and stuff, it just seemed like you had a pretty good all-around game? Yeah,
I mean, I love it. I love to play on the road. I love to play in front of, the other team's fans. I love to play in front of people, family. I love to play in front of scouts. It's just something that I love to do, and I just try to just enjoy all of this going on, enjoy it with my guys. I know that, especially in the midst of all this, we're doing something special, but just kind of enjoy it. It's getting to that point kind of towards the end of the year there. Just got to take everything in, just have fun. Try not to magnify things too much, and just see the big picture with everything. And like I mentioned, just have fun.
Are you aware of that though? I mean, there's games here down the stretch where you have a dozen NBA scouts in the crowd. I mean, are you kind of aware that people are kind of focusing on you now?
Yeah, no, I mean, I am definitely aware, but it's just kind of a thing where the work that you put in prepares you for that type of environment, and I'm got the confidence in the work that I put in, and so that's a little more, honestly, it's a boost for me to want to play better, and to kind of have more energy, and to want to do well and things like that. So I wouldn't say I pay too much attention, but it's something that I can play through.
And final thing, just now you have the bye, a little bit of rest before the stretch run. How do you feel? Just at this point, you had the losses, before. We talked about that in the bubble and all that, but to have 2 wins, have the break here, how do you feel like you guys are kind of geared up for the final stretch here?
I think it's great. I think we're going to have some days here to kind of get refocused and, continue to get better individually. We'll have some, like you mentioned, that gap there. So guys will be in the gym. We'll be continuing to keep working. And I feel like that's something we've been able to separate ourselves with, is throughout the season, guys are still getting better, still putting in that extra work, and we're going to take advantage of this rest and our bodies, knowing that we've got a stretch coming up, but at the same time, focus on what we can do to keep getting better. So we're going to, attack this stretch here with the rest with full force and be ready to go.